AMD, I'm not going to go into it now. I'm not going to explain what AMD is, but basically, this is like, I'm just going to go through it like this, even though it's not accurate. Accumulation, or you can say that the accumulation was really like here-ish, and then manipulation, which would be like here-ish, and then distribution or expansion, which would be here. So we had the area of consolidation, manipulation, distribution. This, so this is basically, that is just the theory of AMD slash PO3. AMD PO3, same thing. So this is just AMD PO3. That's all that is really. Nothing too complicated there. So what else do we have here? Let's remove this AMD shit. What do we have as well? So as you know, we have, bro, why did that shit go mute? AMD PO3 setup. What else do we have? If we look in quarterly timings, now this shit's getting a bit analytical here. Or if we're looking at QT, we can basically see that. Okay, cool. When basically, when did this accumulation area start? Around 11:30. And if I'm correct, let's just say it started at 12. That would be Q1 of NYPM on the 90-minute cycle. So yeah, we basically started at 12 Q1, and then we just measure it from hourly. So to 1:30. So wait, okay. So basically this section is Q1. This section is Q2. This section be Q3, and this section would be Q4. And this is basically on the 90-minute cycles. So Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So what do we have here? We have basically either there are two forms of QT. We either have QX1 or we have QX2. Now, this isn't really like, if you look up QX1 and QX2, it's not going to come up because it's like my finding. But like, it's the language, but like the name, I'm calling it QX1 and QX2. Like, I made that up, but the theory is from someone else. So QX1, you have, it's really, but basically X AMD, and QX2 is AMD X. So this basically means manip, and then history. Oh my god, bro, I can't type. Manip, bro, history. Then, so AMD, event X would be Q4, and that would stand for continuation or reversal. And then AMD, XAMD would just be exact same, but just with contin/reversal first, and then accum manip, and then history. So it's some pretty easy shit. So, bruh, so if we look here and follow these timings, what do we see? And this is like really fucking simple. Like, I'm not really using it like perfect example here, but this is like, let's look at the one on this shit to go into even more detail. So, bro, if I can find this shit, be all the way down here. Bro, bro, fuck, bro. Oh my God, that's embarrassing. Um, oh well, looks like we can't really use that example in the one. We can't really use that example in the one, but it's fine. We can go into the five, I guess. But, oh, low-key, I don't want to do that shit, bro. I don't want to. All right, you know what? We're gonna remove this example and we're gonna go into the one and look because really we need to be and sorry for this, but we need to be extremely detailed when it comes to this. And yeah, I only want to do this on the one. Okay, so here's a good example. I'm gonna mark this shit out right here. So it's only here. Okay, so what do we see here? If you could tell, accumulation, manipulation, and then we have distribution. And then obviously the distribution can continue all the way up here, and we made some pretty good shit, but just for the example, we're gonna just put it from here, a distribution. So A, M, D, P03, and yeah, that's pretty simple shit to grasp. So now, as we were saying before I got interrupted by the thing, let's pair this with QT. So give me 1 second. When did this start? The accumulation phase. Let's say we started 5:30, yeah? Give me 1 second. Sorry, I'm back. I had to do some shit. Okay, at 6 a.m. Let's say we started this shit. Um, yeah, okay, 6 a.m. So measure from 6, could it be 90-minute cycles to 7:30? And then we can also, and yeah, basically, what do we see here? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. But it's going to be hard to explain. But let me try and explain this shit. This is Q1. This is Q2. This is Q3. And this is Q4. And you're probably wondering like, oh bro, what the fuck? Like, what about this shit here? What about this shit here? But is um this is a continuation from a different, and this is a different Q2 QT 90 minutes. So I mean, if we really want to go into it, give me 1 second. Okay, so this is NYAM, this shit, so this would all be London. Um, so we can basically 4:30, because it's 90-minute cycles in between them, it can be, it'd be 4:30 would be here. What the fuck? Bro. Oh, why is it in grey, bro? 4:30 would be here. So this would be Q4 from the previous session. So let's have a look. We can either be with QX1 or qx2. So we can either be xamd or amdx. So judging from this, what are we? Q4 was potentially a either a distribution or a reversal point. So from what I'm gathering, obviously you had this massive move down from the up. So this would be okay, this would be a continuation. Like it's hard to explain, but this would like be a continuation. So uh we can predict that X 1 second. Yeah, okay. Uh Bro, this QT shit is kind of hard to explain. Like you just need to understand it. XAMD. So X, continuation, accumulation, manipulation. Okay, so this would be a classic example of QX1, and the reasoning behind it is because we have reversal from the past Q4. And if you're confused, where's my pen, bro? There, isn't it? Okay. So this would be going that way, but obviously we reversed during Q1. So what is that? X. Then what is this? Chippy choppy during Q2. So A. Then what would this be? We see a move down, BM, and then what do we get? Back move up, D. So that'd be X, A, and D, the Q4 timings, and that'd be some pretty easy shit. So if you see this down move here, and you'd expect the up move during Q4. So yeah, okay, and last bit. Now we can combine standard deviations with this. So obviously we have our accumulation here. So what can we do and measure? We can measure using our standard deviations. Accum high to low to break of structure. So that's why it's important to be on the 1 minute. And we go from the accumulation high to the break of structure, which would be break. The break of structure would be here. It could be here. It could also be like here. It could also be like here as well. And yeah, as we can see, we tap in to the we kind of like edged the 3.5, but that's fine because we basically tapped into the 3.5 reversal zone. And whilst and if you think about it, guys, if you can see it, some may argue with this, but I could think we can have a market maker buy model here as well. And what do we have here as well? We have PD arrays aligning all here, and I'm sure there's some high time frame PD arrays all the way back here to target. So yeah, we reach max expansion reversal zone here. We edge to 3.5, but it's basically fine, and we basically reach from other shit while being in a market maker buy. Where can we put our targets? We can do um where can we put our targets? Basically, we can target oh shit. I mean, if you go in the 1 minute, what can we target? We can enter here, and where can we enter off? We can we can enter off this potential rejection block here, and we can also enter off this potential order block here, retracement. But as you can see, I entered here. Oh, did I just fucking remove it? Wait. As you can see, I did enter here. And it was pretty perfect. So I entered here. And I basically entered off. Let's do some analytical shit in terms of ICT. You can enter off the this rejection block here. But to be honest, there was no rejection block here, so I don't know really what I'm talking about. That was just straight cap. I was saying, lol. We can enter off the previous max reversal zone that we were in. And yeah, you know, as we can see, if we go back, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure there was a SM, SMT here or something. And yeah, basically we pretty much got perfect entry on that shit. So where could we enter? Pretty much where I entered. If you're late to entry, we can enter there. We can pretty much do like a you can pretty much do like a 10-point stop on this shit because like we don't really want to see a retracement down. Because I don't really like that because you know I like entering off uh more bet like more solid PDRA, but it's fine I guess. And where can we target? We could target the 2.5. And the only reason, oh my God, the only reason I would target the 2.5 here is because we don't have strong, like this isn't an A-star setup, like, you know, this isn't really that good of a setup. I'm not really a big fan of this setup, but this is just a pretty amateur setup, so that's why I would only target the 2.5. And yeah, that's an 11.89 RR. We win that trade. How many points do we get off that? Oh my God. We pretty much get 123 points off that shit. Um, with an 11.89 RR. So that's pretty good. And look, as you can see straight away, what happens? We reach the reversal point, and we reached a reversal point here. We peep above it, and that's like a different standard deviation, which I'm not going to talk about. And then obviously we reverse, and then Chinese tariff news drops us all the way to the floor. So yeah, that's basically it. Peace.